Hello, fellow adventure rider. If you ride a Kawasaki KLR 650 and you're looking for extra 12-volt accessory ports for your phone, your cameras, or for your GPS, the KLR lower dash panel might be or should be the accessory for you.
Hello everyone, this is Brian from Smoky Outdoors again. Today we are back in my lovely shared garage, my wonderful workspace. Like I said, I'm not as privileged as everybody else, but anyways, here I am, and today I am going to be installing the KLR lower dash on my bike. So I have extra accessory outlet plugs. Both these are cigarette lighter plugs. May look to upgrade to a USB style, but this is what came on them. Relatively simple install, but basically I got to take off these 4 screws, place the dash, got to remove the gas tank enough to where I can feed the wires, got to take the seat off to where I can make a connection to the battery. I already took off the side panels. I'm not going to go through taking off the simple stuff with everybody, such as the seat and these panels up here. I'm going to focus on the actual installation of this KLR lower dash. So follow along, and hopefully you enjoy the installation video. Okay, just let you know I didn't take this side off. I'm actually going to try this without removing the gas tank. I don't think it's going to work, but I like to try to do things simple in my mind. So I've taken off this right side panel, which if you haven't done it, there's basically 3 screws. There's a bolt here, there's one up underneath this front part of the fairing, and then there's another one down on the bottom down here. So that's pretty much kind of fun trying to get it off with this Southwest or SW Motec crash bar. Okay, believe it or not, this went on a lot easier than I thought, and I did not have to take the tank all the way off. I had to take this off, which I didn't get all the way off on the left side. I took this one off. It was very easy on this side. Even with the SW Motec crash bars, I was able to finagle it out. I will let everybody know, when you take this piece off, screw here, bolt here, and then there's a bolt up underneath here that you got to take off. Other than that, it just kind of slides right out. That came out without any problem. Then on this side, pretty much the same thing. You got a screw up here on the top, got a bolt that goes into the tank. You have a bolt down here, which is on the same as the other side. However, it goes through and has a nut on the back side for your radiator protector right here. And then there's a bolt up underneath here that you got to get to as well. It screws this to this. Overall, it wasn't too bad getting these off. Then all I did is I disconnected the fuel hose below the petcock here. Make sure you turn your gas to off so you don't drain your tank on the ground. I had a couple drops, but nothing major. Take this hose off here. This is the overflow hose. And then once I did that, I just kind of finagled the tank up into the left to where I could feed the wire down the left or the right hand side of the frame. So it did work just like it said. You can see the red wire right here. I did wire tie it. I put it right here in this wire wrap right here. I wire tied at 2 spots underneath the tank. I still got to make my connection. However, if you look here, switch goes on. As soon as I touch this to the positive down here, I do have power. So I know it's working, and everything looks good. So now I got to make my connection here into the battery, which there's already 2 connections there. I don't like putting a lot of connections on the battery like that, so I will end up getting a positive terminal that I can lay in here. It's protected, since I've got 3 different connections. One for this, one's for the GPS connection up front, and the third one goes to the back for a battery tender. Those are the 3 connections that are currently on this bike. But anyways, very easy, smooth install. It took me about an hour so far, I'm guessing. So time to button it back up and crank it up and make sure it runs. Thanks for watching Smoky Outdoors Adventure.